Alan Wagner. I'm creative lead on Cole. And along with our fearless producer, Jennifer Mallet, and our fearless lead programmer, Isaac Steele, who are back there, we formed the core of Team Cole Team. Sadly, our fearless design lead couldn't be here today. And I'm not sure, is our fearless programmer Rico in the room? No, he's not here either. Okay. So yeah, this pitch for this specific day, it's going to be a little more informal. I just have a video of our prototype, and I'm kind of going to babble over it incoherently. So what is Cole? Cole is a 2D adventure game with some unique parkour-inspired touch controls and a rich, kind of dark humor narrative. We currently have it running for the Android. This prototype, it's still very in progress, but you should get a good sense of what we're going for. I apologize for the quality of this. I haven't found a good way to record on my Android yet. If anyone can help me with that, please help me. This is a cry for help. So, Cole, tap to start. So, Cole takes place aboard the SS Spaceship. You are a creature that's been genetically engineered and created for one purpose, and that is to shovel coal into the furnace that powers the SS Spaceship. So here you are, being birthed. There's your birthing fluid. And so you hold it kind of Game Boy style. Your left thumb will push those left and right buttons, and your right thumb will do some gestures. Like here you'll see you tap, and you picked up that coal, and you swipe to jump. You kind of swipe in the opposite direction that you want to jump. You can think of it like as a spring that you're pushing down, then releasing. Surprisingly, not that awkward as it might sound. So he's going to go down to the coal. So the game starts out kind of as a coal shoveling simulator. You see there are all these other little guys. You're all shoveling coal. Your goal is to kind of just march rank and file with them. It's a little confusing right now which one is the player, but when you're playing it, it's really obvious. So you grab some coal, follow these arrows, you gotta keep in line with these guys, throw it in the furnace, and you get 10 points. And that's basically the game. And if you bump into someone and knock them over, then you get zapped by one of these guards. And eventually it gets faster and faster, and you just try not to die. And that's basically it. That's the entire game. There's no more to the game than that. Unless this little inconspicuous vent catches your eye, and you try to hit it, and then, whoa, you're amazed because there's this amazing shaft that the game doesn't tell you about, but you can find it on your own, kind of crawl up the shaft, and then you can begin exploring the rest of the SS Spaceship. It'll look more spaceshipy when we get an artist who isn't me working on it. So the game now, we're really playing with like the player's expectations. Right now they're kind of exploring. You can see some of the parkour-y moves you can do. You can run up a curve. I was a big fan. You can run up walls by kind of swiping parallel to the wall. And a big part of this game will be kind of using these acrobatic maneuvers to explore, to get to new places. So you can run up these walls, you can run up the ceiling by swiping parallel to the ceiling. And also there are these robot guards who are chasing you because they want to put you back in the slave hole room. And so combat will be a big part of this game. As you can see, after you kind of kill a guy, you can jump off of his body. So a big part of this game will be stringing together these airborne combos where you hit someone, jump off, jump toward another guy, hit him, and yeah, so on. And also, again, a big part of this game, that's the big two main mechanics, is the combat with the robot guys and the exploration. But there will also be other escaped creatures who've escaped the slave room, who are kind of hiding out in the ship and fending for themselves. And you'll be able to talk with them, and you'll find out that none of the escaped creatures, they don't know where the ship is going. They don't know why it's going where it's going. They're all kind of confused and frightened and fending for themselves. And some might react, each one has a different personality. One might react hostilely to you kind of bursting in on their little area. Some might be friendly, some might give you good advice or bad advice. And so I'll just show you this guy. This is an old man. He kind of burst in his room. Says, "What? Who are you? This place is mine. Whatever you do, please don't touch my precious back." And then you start fighting him, and you need to hit his back. So we want to have like a pretty wide array of characters. And we're thinking of also adding a survival element, so you need to always find food to survive, and each little escaped creature you run into will have their own reserve of food, and you can always choose whether to just kill them right out and steal all their food, or talk to them, cooperate with them, get to know them as a character. They probably won't give you all their food, but they might give you some, depending on like their specific personality. They might give you some good advice, they might show you some area you don't know about. But whether you decide to kill them or kind of work with them, there's no morality meter that gets ticked either way. The game doesn't judge you. It's just whether you want to be a terrible person or a not terrible person. Either way is a valid way to get to the end of the game. Yeah, so that's basically it. You can see the art style is representative of what we're going for. It's kind of simplistic drawings, but also kind of melancholy, but also humorous. The game is kind of juggling a lot of things. There's that intro that's playing with the player's expectations, meant to like get them invested. Survival, combat, exploration, sad aliens. It's pretty much anything you could ever want in one game. And yeah, so the idea is that you start out in this cramped little area, and it turns out, surprisingly, to be a big sprawling adventure. So we definitely need help. We are looking for engineers and designers, and anyone who has any desire to help out. Really, yeah. I feel like there was something else I was going to say. Yeah. Also, I know what I wanted to say. So, yeah, we do want a sprawling adventure, so we do want a big team, but we also want it small enough so that this game feels personal to everyone on the team. Because I think with this kind of rich narrative atmosphere we're going for, it'll really sink or swim, based on if it has that personal touch. So I would like everyone on the team to feel like they are contributing something because they are actually contributing something. So if you'd like to work on a game that's kind of offbeat and personal, but also fun and good and amazing, this is the one. That's cool. Thank you. My name again is Alan Wagner. I'm on Facebook. I'll type my email up here. It's just my name. If anyone has any questions, I could answer them now. There it is. Yeah, Brian?
How long do you want the game to be?
Well, we'll talk to the professors, and we aren't sure exactly. We haven't plotted out scope far enough to know exactly like how many minutes or hours it'll be. Yeah, we need to figure out what's realistic, but maybe an hour or less time. Yeah.
What brought about the decision to have on-screen buttons?
Just kind of ease of use. We're experimenting with some other control schemes, like one where you just swiped once and then he ran infinitely in that direction. And we felt like there was kind of a disconnect because you just like sent him off running and it didn't feel like an extension of yourself. It kind of felt like its own being you were guiding. Yeah, we are still having conversations about the controls. We might tweak them. We're definitely open to ideas.
Were people understanding the swipe the opposite direction mechanic?
Yeah, in playtesting people were getting it. There were a lot of people who, at first they said, "Oh, I don't like this," but after like 5 minutes of doing it, they then recanted and said, "Actually, I've gotten the hang of this." But we're looking for ways to like teach that effectively.